Hello, good morning, good evening, good afternoon, and welcome back to my channel. I am Damon Johnson, aka Naomi Wynters, singer, songwriter, drag entertainer, licensed cosmetologist, ordained spiritualist, and I come to you with love, light, and healing energy, transmuting any and all negativity, blinding any and all evil eye, taking that transmuted energy and using it to fuel our prosperity, fertilize our abundance, and fortify our safe space where if you fuck around, the spirit team will expeditiously help you find the fuck out. Alright, with that being said, today's energy card pull is the dice card. It's ruled by number 39 in numerology. 3 and 9 make a number 12. 12 breaks down to a 1 and 2 make a number 3. So, 3 in numerology means your spirit guides are with you. Sorry I had to, not that you need an explanation, but I needed to tame some of the frizz that was trying to come back. The secret of maintaining a silk press. Won't tell you that, but I do love the cold weather for it. All right. So again, this is a dice card. It's ruled by number 39 in numerology. 3 and 9 make a number 12. 1 and 2 make a number 3, and 3 means your spirit guides are with you. In case you missed it, again, I am Damon Johnson, aka Naomi Wynters, singer, songwriter, drag entertainer, licensed cosmetologist, ordained spiritualist, and I do come to you with love, light, and healing energy, transmuting any and all negativity, blinding any and all evil eye, calling back our power and our energy from any and everyone that is sending us any negativity, or returning to sender anything that's not meant to align us with our highest good and our timeline, and to bring us abundance, wealth, and lots of prosperity while respecting our boundaries. All right, let's see. Anna said hi. Yay! Well, welcome. And again, today's energy card pull is the dice card. Keywords are gamble, risks, game playing, blind faith, uninhibited, boldness, playing with fate. Astrology ruling this card is fire signs. And timing is unpredictable. Welcome in today, Anna, and anybody else who's new here for the first time. All right, so this is your energy card pull for the day. So you may have to take some risk. You could have to lead into something on blind faith, knowing you can do it. I think we touched this a little bit when you saying you're pressuring yourself too much with school yesterday. You have to be a little bit uninhibited and or cringe, and you have to be bold. If you want to do something and other people are like, you really shouldn't do that, but you believe in all your heart you can do it and you're successful, then you have to lean into that and do it. And be bold about it and stand on it. All right, little blue pill. Coffee. All right. Let me get another sip of coffee. All right, let's look at the energy card. All right, energy card. We already got that. Let's get our tarot read for the day based on today's energy. And remember, this is a collective read. So it may resonate, it may not resonate, okay? The first card out is the King of Cups card. This is a card of peaceful diplomacy. Basically, this card is like live, laugh, coffee. Yeah. Basically, this is you could have separated yourself from something. Somebody could have pulled you aside from something. You couldn't understand why. It's like you usually mesh well with people, and things turned into like an oil and vinegar type situation. So peaceful diplomacy is basically an energy of people saying, oh, you should be separated because you have something great to offer, and you were thrown off by why you were separated. So that's part of this peaceful diplomacy. You've worked hard on something and it's coming into fruition, and for you to receive it, you have to make room to receive it. So that's, again, we talk about this, removing people, places, things, situations that don't serve you and your highest good. On the bottom of the deck, you stepping into this peaceful diplomacy, which means walking away from other things, is creating a death around you. Not necessarily meaning someone's going to die, but it's creating endings. It's creating a removal of things that don't serve you. And when I say serve you, it's not like somebody's your servant or owes you listening to your orders. It means it doesn't help you to grow. It doesn't allow you stability. It doesn't add to your foundation. It doesn't improve your skill set. So those things that are holding you back, that are leaving you lackadaisical, I can't even talk today, that are leaving you feeling stagnant. And sometimes it's just your own energy because you need to sit down. But whatever those things are it's a death in those things and they're being removed. This is a difficult decision because there could be people that you've known since childhood that have lots of meaningful memories with you. It could be family that you have to remove. It could be a job that you love. But the point is, you had to move this thing so you can step into this energy of the Queen of Cups, which is intuitive compassion. So that's being able to trust yourself, trust your instincts, and listen to yourself. Allowing yourself to grow and allowing yourself to pour into situations that matter. This could be an energy of losing courage. Seven of Swords, but there's some hidden deceit there because you're stepping into the full energy, which is a fearless beginning here. So lost courage could have happened in this peaceful diplomacy because maybe like you saw that you were manifesting things easily, so you were like, we don't need to keep doing all that. And because of that, and because you got comfortable, you could have got lost in courage. Just asking, when do you usually start your lives? It varies. Usually in the morning, somewhere between 7:50 a.m. and 9 a.m. depending, but usually around the time I just started today. And it just depends on how long. I try to this early anyways. When I return to the workout group that I'm in, they won't start until after 9 o'clock, and I think it's about 9:15ish. But that's not right now, and I'll let you know when those are happening. That's usually on Tuesday and Thursday, or if anything changes. But usually it's about this early, about 7:30, not 7:30, 7:45, 7:50 a.m. to about 8 o'clock a.m. It's 9:30 p.m. where you are. Okay, so it's 8:30 a.m. now. So somewhere between 8:50 your time to 10:50 p.m. So a little bit later in the evening, you probably already ate dinner, studied, etc. But this is definitely an energy of you stepping into a fearless beginning after losing courage, and there's hidden deceit there. You could be hiding your power, you could be hiding the will. But yeah, it is hidden deceit. And the hidden deceit, because of that new beginning, because of that, is because you manifested this. You took actions to make room for this in your life by removing people, places, things, and situations. You you did the work here. So clarifying this. Again, the deceit here, you did the work, you manifested this new beginning with the Fool card still behind the hidden deceit card. Spirit, is there anything else that we need to know today? King of Swords energy, ethics over emotions. So this is definitely an energy of you receiving this, and you know that it came in because it's an opportunity of doing what's right. The ethics over emotion card, to me, and as how I explain the King of Swords per this deck, is you strongly dislike someone or a situation. You don't morally, I'm going to say you don't morally agree with it, maybe because of religious reasons, cultural, whatever. So that pours into your emotions. But ethically, you know like that black person or that lady or that foreigner, they're better qualified, better skilled, a better representation of what needs to be done. Or even if you're a student, there's another student that's just better than you. So this is what this card means, or as far as my understanding in this particular deck, ethics over emotions, to me and how I explain it. So it's doing what's right, what's ethical, even when your emotions are getting in the way. And you're like, I don't like that person. I don't like them. That's emotional. Let's see. You love my drag. Thank you. Years of drag. So this is definitely something where ethics over emotions comes into play. And with the Knight of Cups, because you chose to allow the ethics and what is right to transpire rather than your emotions, you stepped into this abundant timeline with the Knight of Cups. So this is a flowing attraction. This is an energy of magnetism. Like, some of you will come here and like, I don't understand gay people or this, but oh my God, I love your drag. I love the art that you present. You're not understanding gay people or queer people is emotional. You're appreciating my art and for who I am. Can go on emotionals, but like you giving me my flowers, that's going into your ethics. That's pouring into, wow, this is a really talented person. Wow. You know, that's how we're viewing this. You could probably have better scenarios or ways to explain this or understand this, but or even me saying I don't like redheads, but a client comes in, which is a complete lie because I love redheads and burgundy and the plum, but a client coming in and say, I want to do a red ghost root with black and pink ends. I'm probably going to look at them sideways, but emotionally, I'm like, what? Ethically and as a creative, I'm like, that's what you want. That's what I'm going to give you. So it's just that, very much like, you know what's right. Like you receive a scholarship or a reward or an award for something that you only contributed to, but someone else did all the work and got no recognition, no acknowledgement. You speaking up for that person is ethical. Your emotions are saying, well, they credited me and that's right. But you speaking up and doing what's right in that situation, that's ethics. That's morals. So again, that's ethics over emotions. But they picked me. But they picked me. But you didn't do anything. So anyways, this is the energy of Six of Swords, which is a needed change. You stepping into this energy. The needed change allows room for growth. That's okay, Anne. It allowed room for growth, and this is a needed change here for you. And because you embrace this needed change, you step into a Five of Swords energy, which is a ruthless win, or you ruthlessly winning here. Eight of Wands is an energy of accelerating quickly. And accelerating quickly means allowing yourself to grow, allowing yourself room for grace, allowing someone more knowledgeable or experienced in a situation to speak to you and to share to you. This is an energy of, I don't want to say being subjective, but definitely an energy of being open-minded. And again, this is accelerating quickly, allowing you growth, accelerating quickly into a new abundance here with the Ace of Coins. We're going to shuffle and get one more card out. Oh, there it is. Nine of Swords. And because you're stepping into this winning season, you're receiving these rewards, awards, accommodations, accolades. People are genuinely supporting you. When I say genuinely, they are like, I have nothing to gain. I understand your mission. I see the point of what you do. And they want to pour into you. They want to show up. They want to be there and be supportive and build community. So while those people are doing that, there are people that are naysayers that are reliving past trauma. They could be going through an awakening here. They could just be experiencing new things. They could be triggered by your growth and your light and you showing up for yourself and pouring into you. There are many different ways here. But whoever these people are, reliving past trauma, not wanting to grow, being stubborn, are going through a period or time of heart misfortune. So they're either in a lack mindset, they're unable to focus, they don't have money coming in the way they want to, they have things getting canceled left and right, they're looking forward to things and they're falling apart, the rug being yanked from under their foot, them getting home after doing a bunch of nasty work to turn on the shower and the water being cut out, whatever. It's they're going through these misfortunes, and it's mostly because how they treated you with entitlement, and trying to speak down on you in condescending ways. Mostly how they threw you to the side, discarded you without knowing you. Whatever the situation is here, these people are experiencing the repercussions of that. And they're watching you step into this Nine of Coins energy, which is a prosperous victory. And it's not just you getting monetary gain, it is you winning abundantly. So whether that's like opportunities coming in, as far as work, collaborations, commissions, moments of being elevated on other people's platform, people coming to you and appreciating you and your artwork, it's all here. Nobody can stop this prosperous victory. And as the prosperous victories come in, it's not that you're not phased, but you're so focused on the goal that you continue to grow. You continue to acquire expertise here. And you step into this energy of justice. What does that say? Fair judgment. You didn't give up on yourself. You continue to pour into yourself. You continue to show up for yourself. King of Coins is secure abundance. Right behind that, because you keep showing up and you get that secure abundance justice. All right, that's the end of my read. So Anne says, hey, so I have a friend who pressures me bad and talks behind my back, but she forces me to be her friend. Do you have any suggestions to... Yeah, you say no. Honestly, if you are done with the energy of someone putting you down, forcing you to be their friend, then you just say no. You stop responding to... I mean, you can tell them, first of all, you can tell them that, hey, I don't like how you treat me, I feel like I'm being pressured, etc. Or you can just cut it off. You can say no, no more. And if someone is talking bad behind you and it's coming back to you, other people are telling you, or you've even caught them in the act, I personally would just end it there. I would leave it at that. Oh, I don't do well with people that smile in my face and talk shit behind my back, especially if it's lies or false shit they made up. It's one thing to talk about me and it's true, but yeah, no. So I just... Okay, so well, don't respond. Part of being here is enforcing your boundaries. So if you say no and they just keep talking and keep showing up, you say no. You don't have to open the door if they show up unannounced. They continue to text or message you. You don't have to respond. I know a lot of people are like, it's my phone. You don't have to. Enforce your boundaries. Say, you can even say, I don't want to be your friend anymore. End it. If it's not something that's reciprocal or pouring into you, then you don't have to pour into that. Make sure your cup is full. If someone's cracking or chipping at your cup to get your joy to spill out or make you feel less than because they are miserable and unhappy, that's something you don't need to be around. Protecting your peace, and especially if protecting your peace means you're by yourself. I know it's lonely being by yourself, but you see that you're getting the things accomplished that you need to do. You see that your grades are better, your projects turn out better, you're able to finish an anime that you're watching, or you can read the books that you want to read. That's pouring into you and your peace. Someone coming in and disturbing it or leaving you frazzled or frustrated or feeling down after you have your joy is not somebody that I want around me. So, if you are saying no, but they brush it off and keep talking to you, then you need to enforce that boundary more. That no, that no is no. You don't need an explanation. If you've already explained yourself, you need to enforce your no, enforce your boundary, or just remove yourself from the situation and the situation. That's the best advice I can give you as far as what works for me. Um, if somebody's fucked me over or went out of their way to ignore me and, oh, but I was busy, thumbs down, you're not that busy ever. If I see that you have time to post your travels and adventures and exploration on Facebook, but you can't say, hey, I'm busy in a text or whatnot, then deuces. I mean, and yeah, and other than that, like if you already blocked somebody and removed them from your life and they just keep coming around, so be it. Let's see. Thanks. I just blocked her on every social media I have. Wishing me luck. And that friend is in the same class in school. I mean, it's okay. Like had to end friendships with people that I worked with that I've enjoyed, that I had to show up and look at. And quite frankly, if you know that it's come to an end, then you don't need to force it. We don't force things over here. We don't force friendships, conversations, ponytails, poop. We don't force things. We don't force vitamins down, none of it. So release it to the universe, let it go, grow. If it means it's growth that happens and you feel that it's genuine and authentic, then you can revisit it. But to accept someone's apology, that's up to you, but you don't have to allow them back in. You can also get to school or your teacher, your class, and explain to them, hey, this person and this just isn't working for me. Can you like separate us some or make sure we have some space? Just I really want to focus. Explain to you who you need to, that you need that space and that time so you can be focused on what you need to. And it's nothing wrong with that. You have to show up for you. And you have to be the best version of you. It's you first. You can't pour from an empty cup. You can't help somebody that doesn't want to help them. And if you're trying to help yourself and someone's not allowing you to help yourself, but to feel like they are more important than you, or dragging you down or making you feel worse, you definitely need to let that go. You can tell the person again, hey, this friendship isn't working for me. You make me feel like crap and I really don't like it. They're going to probably apologize and try to manipulate you emotionally, but just know, be strong, stand on your no, even if your no feels like crap. I'm not saying, oh, you'll just get over it, but for your boundaries, you need it. Okay, if there's nothing else to be said today, again, if this message resonated with you, please like the video and or leave a comment. If it did not, it's A-okay. Don't be a troll. Keep on scrolling. Otherwise, thank you so much for tuning in. This is a period of Mercury retrograde, and I believe through the end of the month. So be wary of the people that you've released from your life that try to return, or people that haven't acknowledged you in a while or a long time. That start messaging you or returning to you, trying to get a conversation with you. That's probably a test from the universe, so be weary of that. Proceed at your own caution. This is definitely a time where things that you feel like you've deaded or healed from, like to resurface. So be weary, use your discernment, use your common sense. And just know if you feel like somebody's emotionally manipulating you, they probably are during this time. I'm not saying that they always are, but they probably are, especially if you know it's usually a bad outcome when they come around. I love you all. Thank you so much for tuning in today. A round of applause for you showing up today, not for me, but for you. Pat on the back for you being accountable. Continue to drink your water, mind your business, mind your businesses, and drink your water. Thank you so much for streaming my music, watching my drag videos, learning a little bit more about me as an artist, as an entertainer, by visiting my website, checking things out there, and even just coming into this grounding experience, emotional regulation, a self-help moment. Hopefully you've taken notes of things that will help you through the day, the next day, and on your journey. Continue to show up for yourself. Continue to allow yourself that 21 hours of time through the week, 7 hours away from electronic devices, 7 hours of you pouring into you, learning something new, and 7 hours of being outside in nature. Whether it's you do all 21 consecutively or you spread it out throughout the week, pour into you the best way that you can. I love you. Thank you so much for tuning in. I will see you all tomorrow morning, my time, or tomorrow evening, depending on where you are. She said, let's be friends. You already hit subscribe. You're getting a step closer, but friendship takes some work, and a lot of people don't like to do that work anymore. Especially if they get called out on their shitty behavior or poor choices or have to be held accountable. So, again, I love you. Thank you so much for tuning in. If this message did resonate, hit the subscribe button and or like the video. Thank you for checking out my website, NaomiWynters.com. Thank you for finding me on whatever social media platform that works for you and liking, sharing, taking care of. I love you. Have the day you deserve, and I will see you tomorrow. Smile, be kind, and feel your beat, boo. Bye. Psh, psh. Correct. If you want quality, authentic friendships, it takes time and long bonding. It takes time of being accountable. It takes time of being honest. And it does take time of being vulnerable. But you're very welcome. I do my best to be positive. And what I share, sometimes it's bad days, sometimes it's good days. So I don't want you guys to be shocked if you ever get on here and it's a bad day and it's like, you're clutching your pearls and things. No, because I gets down. Anyways, have the day you deserve. Go out and be kind. Sleep well. And as always, I will see you tomorrow. Feel your beat, boo. Again, thank you for streaming my music, adding me to your playlist, and all that fun stuff. Bye!